In which case would PES be greater? Food delivery or medical services? Ishak, what do you think? Food delivery or medical services would have PES greater than 1?
Um, food
So
delivery.
food delivery, exactly, very good. So in this case, PES is greater than 1. In this case, PES is smaller than 1. Make sense? If not sure, let me know. All right. There was one year in another school's paper, I shall not name the school, they were asking why is the PES for private tutors so high? Then the answer say, oh, because private tutors don't require much skills. And I went like, oh, I could feel it. Okay, that was painful, but fair lah, okay, compared to some of the professions. Okay. Then it is the case for tutors, for teachers, same thing. Okay, but never mind, okay? Self-deprecating humor is very helpful, very healthy also. Okay. Third one, we talked about nature of industry. We've talked about mobility of factors of production. The next one starts with an E. Existence of spare capacity. And if you need a little bit of help understanding, hey, what is spare capacity? Spare capacity means unutilized or underutilized factors of production. Land that is lying idle, workers that are unemployed workers. Machines that are also lying idle. Okay? I'll just be very straightforward. PS is more than 1 if there is more spare capacity. Does that make sense? So if the price goes up, I can get my resources very quickly. Oh, all these workers are working part-time. Convert all of them to full-time. And you can produce a lot more. Okay? Right? Questions? Yeah, you realize for PES, we are always looking at price goes up, how much more can you produce? Instead of price goes down, how much more can you cut? Because it's not hard to cut the output. You just stop working, then you can cut your output. So the challenge is how to raise it. Number 4, availability of stocks. Availability of stocks. What are stocks? Stocks refer to goods that have already been produced, been manufactured, okay, goods that have already been manufactured and are stored in your warehouses. Okay? So I think Singapore has been stocking up a lot of face masks. So after COVID, kind of know that, yeah, if a pandemic ever breaks out, we need the face masks. Okay? So because of that, it's also a case where PES is greater than 1 if there are stocks available. Given availability of stocks, we'll expect PES to be greater than 1. Okay? Also not very hard to imagine. If you are low on stocks, you want to produce more, it's not so easy. That's why, again, with this very sad example of the war that we keep going back to talk about, okay, if there is a war, all right, we keep talking about countries running low on the stocks of ammunition. Okay, so stocks are required to actually help us increase production, increase the quantity supply very rapidly. Are we okay? Yeah, still no questions, huh? Okay, very good. Just one last factor. Okay, then that's it. The last factor is time period. Time period. The longer the time period, the greater the PES. If you give them a longer grace period to produce something, right, then PES tends to be higher. I think in the Romance of the Three Kingdoms, this Chinese classic, okay, this advisor, right, it was given some time to manufacture don't know how many million arrows. They used to fight using arrows, right? Yeah. So instead of producing the arrows, he actually got these boats and a lot of straw dummies. Okay, so boats with straw dummies made to look like humans, and he sailed them across to the enemy when there was a thick fog. So the enemy couldn't see, they couldn't see that they were straw enemies. They thought these were real humans, so they started shooting the arrows. So when the boat sailed back, oh, they were full of arrows, right? So this is in a way borrowing the arrows, okay, using straw boats or straw dummies. Okay, but anyway, that's just to say the longer the time period, the greater the PS. Are we okay? So if I look at my PS factors, it's just this five, starting with a TINES, times. Oh, times, okay? Anyone remembers the acronym for demand factors? It's been a while. Demand factors.